Now, in a community near Toronto, a public order emergency has been declared after a second night of violent protest outside a Hindu temple. Police were called in to disperse the crowds after a clash between Sikhs and Hindus, and weapons were spotted. CTV's Rahim Ladhani is covering this story for us.
Waving sticks, throwing debris, and brandishing what appears to be a sword, hundreds of people at the Hindu Sabha temple in Brampton came face to face with police Monday as officers tried to contain the violence for a second consecutive night. Social media video shows people draped in the Indian flag kicking cars trying to drive down the road.
Indian Army to come here to Canada and storm those temples.
This man can be heard telling people to storm Sikh places of worship.
If they said that one, it is not acceptable, and along with my fellow Hindu friends, I condemn that.
Officers say once weapons were seen within the crowd, it was declared an unlawful assembly.
Whether it's the Sikh community or the Hindu community, is one side more to blame than the other here?
No, absolutely not. I want to say this very clearly. This is not an issue of a Hindu community versus a Sikh community.
Brampton's Mayor, Patrick Brown, wants those responsible to be held accountable.
The vast majority of Hindu families and Sikh families are peaceful and loving, but there are bad apples, idiots that need to be made an example of.
Tensions between the religious groups heightened over the weekend. On Sunday night, 3 people were arrested at a confrontation at a Gurdwara in Malton. Earlier in the day, there were clashes with 6 separatists in support of the Khalistan movement at the Hindu Sabha temple. There were no arrests. Sikhs for Justice say the group was there to protest the consular officials from India who were in attendance, weeks after the Canadian government expelled 6 diplomats.
It's clearly an attempt now to cultivate a new relationships with individuals on the ground so they can, again, commence with gathering information and targeting Sikhs.
Both the World Sikh Organization of Canada and Hindu Federation have condemned the violent incidents. Rahim Ladhani, CTV News, Toronto.